Hello guys, this is Flying Flapper and welcome to another video of Gran Turismo Sport, but this time in the sport mode doing the daily race B in the Group 1 cars around Monza. Now the car we have picked is the Mazda LM55. A lot of people went with the Peugeot. I chose this one because I thought it was a bit grippier. But yeah, I hope you do enjoy guys, and let's get straight into this. Okay guys, so we managed to qualify 8th for the race. You'll also notice that we've been paired with a lot of S-Class drivers and A-Class drivers, so we've definitely got our work cut out. So let's see how this race unfolds. Okay, so just going around Parabolica to start the race. So 3, 2, 1, and the lights are green, and we're off. So trying to use the slipstream of the car in front. As you'll notice, the Peugeot behind has got the better acceleration. The Mazda has got the better straight line top speed. So just as he tries to pass us, then sort of runs out of speed. I power on through. We go up into P7, come up to the first chicane, and then we get completely punted off the circuit. So let's have a look at the replay of the start of the race. So like I said, initially we get a half decent start powering past the Spanish driver up to P8. Then somebody I think goes off the circuit, so we go up to P7. Coming up to the chicane and trying to look at who it is, but we can't see from that angle. So we'll have a look from my angle, and we'll look from behind and see who it is. So and out of nowhere, the Spanish driver just comes through, clearly late on the brakes, and punched me off the circuit. So let's have a look on his angle to see. But he was in P13, so he had no right to be where he was. And as you can see, well late on the brakes, in turn gets punted off by somebody else as well, which didn't help matters. And we're in P14, so a disastrous start to the race. And then to compound my misery, we get handed a penalty and penalised on the SR rating as well. So quite a lot of crashes going on, and we find ourselves in 10th position now. So just going up the hill now, coming up to the Ascari chicane. Take that quite well, and then the Spanish driver that punted me off holds me up, pretty much blocks me off, so we have to slow down. And the French driver in the opposite car to me, the other Mazda, powers on through, so we remain in 10th position, and kind of get an okay-ish corner out of Parabolica onto the straight, trying to use the slipstream of the car in front. As you can see, pack of 5 of us quite close together, so really hunting down the Spanish driver in front of me. And then again he blocks me off, and proving to be an absolute menace for me in this race. And then we go into the chicane and we go a little bit too deep, and that enables the Spanish driver to re-overtake me again. So we remain in 10th position. So going through the first Lesmo, and then going into the second Lesmo, we've got a French driver behind that's kind of sort of going into me really, and then to make matters worse, it then tries to sort of run me off the circuit, so we have to let him through. So we move down the position. As we go into the Ascari chicane, we backed off a little bit to get a better line in, and then we can see the the menace of a Spanish driver on one side and the French guy on the other side as we approach Parabolica. And the Spanish driver then gets on the brakes too early, really, which caught me out. I've gone into the back of him. He goes into the back of the French guy, so they both run wide, and allows the green car to slip up the inside and take probably what 3 positions. So on the straight, and myself and the Spanish driver are side by side. Initially, he does pull away because it's got more acceleration, that Peugeot. So we use the slipstream, just stay behind him, going into the chicane, and the Spanish driver then runs way too deep, but I had to slow right down. The French driver in the Mazda then takes the inside line, and so we don't actually gain any positions. So, gone through Lesmo 1, going into Lesmo 2 now. Another guy has just spun off, so we go up to 9th position. So going down the hill and then up the hill to Ascari, and take that half decently, trying to hang on to the slipstream of the French driver in the Mazda, approaching Parabolica. Now we took that really nicely. Well, I say really nicely. We took it decently, and although he starts to pull away, so he obviously got a better exit than I did. And then I've got the worry of the French driver that I sort of knocked off in the previous lap. As we approach the first chicane of this lap, and the French driver hits me again. We've ended up cutting the corner, but didn't get a penalty. So let's have a look at the replay. So you can see the French guy is closing in on me a little bit, but still quite a few car lengths between us. And then going into the chicane, he's obviously got on the brakes too late, hitting me and then spinning out in the process. So I felt like that was a bit of karma there, really. And now we're sort of able to concentrate on our own race now. So it's just probably a race between myself and 8th position. So the race for 8th position, basically. So just coming up to the Ascari chicane, we are actually closer to the French driver than previous lap. So we get a good exit out of Ascari, trying to use as much slipstream as possible as we lead up to the last corner, Parabolica. So we managed to get a really nice tight line in, and we've really closed the gap now, and hoping to beat him on the straight using all that slipstream. As he runs slightly wide there, catching the grass, that enables us to draw alongside him, and it's like neck and neck as we go round the corner, and we just managed to make that move stick just before the first chicane. So we take 8th position. Remember, guys, we are on the last lap as well, so that was a very important move to make stick. And now we go into Lesmo 2 with like a 1 second gap. So if we maintain this kind of pace, don't make any mistakes, then hopefully 8th position will be mine. So just going up the hill, coming up to Ascari. Really on the limit there, but we're okay. And sometimes on this game, if you catch a couple of wheels on the curb, it does spin you out, but we got away with it. And going on to Parabolica for the final time, we take that nice and tidily, and we crossed the line in 8th position. So a really messy race. I couldn't work out whether or not the drivers were really dirty or they just couldn't drive the Group 1s, but either way I can't see myself racing with these Group 1s around this circuit, because that was just too messy for its own good. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed, please hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.